Here we go. Roadrunners won. Stars won. And it's No Shave November. You got that beard going, getting that going a little bit. You know what I'm saying? No shave. Hey, anyone can do it. If you can grow it, glow up. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, these three are about to go in the grade book, right? Adding and subtracting, powers, and dividing. So if they look like that, those are the dates. All right. Now, can you simplify this? Now, y'all see the squared outside of the parentheses? It applies to everything. This, and this. So what is 4 squared?
8. Or 16.
It's not 8.
16.
4 times itself. 4 times 4, right?
16.
16 on top. Now, what do I do with the power to a power? What do I do with 7 and 2? Add or multiply? It is multiply. Very good. Now, the squared is also going to apply to the 6. What's 6 squared? Don't say 12.
36.
36. All right. And then the 2 is going to apply to this x to the 1. 2 times 1. Now, that's not it. That's just like the intermediate step. Now, can we reduce 16 over 36? If you type it into Desmos, it'll do it for you. It'll reduce it, at least the numbers. Desmos.
So I can hack.
High key dub.
So I can hack.
You can hack securely?
Yeah.
Show me. 16 divided by 36. Now you press the circle, 4 over 9, right? Yeah. I can hack it. I'm going to Google how to hack it. All right, so 4 over 9. And then what do I do with the powers when they're being divided? Subtract. 14 minus 2 is x to the 12. So 4x to the 12 power over 9. That's the final answer, my guys. Yep. All right. Let's do some new notes.
What?
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, the fact that we're going to do anything ever in this class, it makes me groan and be mad and cry. Okay.
At least this calculate also is it asked for me.
Thank you. Now here's the torment.
Come on, sir. What?
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm gonna need to finish back. No, I'm gonna need to finish.
All right, ready? Okay, let me pull it up here.
So this question,
Hey sir, can you unblock Hey sir, can you unblock Launchpad?
No.
No, I need to get into Skyward so I can
Okay.
do my grade.
Yeah, I can after the note.
Yep.
But you don't need it right now because we're gonna do notes, right? But you don't need it right now because we're doing notes, right? Because like right now we're doing notes, right? All right, look. All right, look. Now look. Negative exponents can be rewritten using positive exponents using the negative exponent rule. So what it does, whenever you have a negative exponent, it brings it to across the dividing bar. Okay, so I'm going to move this and I'm going to rewrite it over here. Don't freak out. Okay, look. So when you rewrite this, oops. Okay, when you have a negative exponent, see how this is like on top of a 1? Like it's on top? What that negative does is it brings it down to the bottom. So now it's going to be x to the positive a on the bottom. Okay, I know this is weird, but that's why I'm put that away. So negative exponent crosses the fraction bar to the bottom and becomes a positive. It can also go the other way. Hey, put that away, please. So if you had a negative on the bottom, it would also go to the top. So like if you had 1 over x to the negative a, that would be going to the top and just be x over x to the a. Like over 1.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to write that. But yeah, so negative just moves it across the fraction bar. That's the big takeaway for today, okay? Now, one more thing. Any number to the 0 power equals 1, okay? That, all the rules are actually on the back of your notes. So if you flip this over, okay? So if you're, all the last 3 assignments, you have to put it away, please. If you look at the back of these notes, okay? If you see it, let me turn this sideways, I guess, right? Okay, look. Every rule is on here. So that first day when I wasn't here and y'all did the notes on your own, okay, adding and subtracting monomials, you combine the like terms, you do not change the common variables and exponents, and here's 2 examples, okay? Product rule, when you're multiplying the same base, you add the powers. That's what we learned for that 1029 assignment, okay? The power rule is what we did last time. I don't know. Now, power rule, if you got one base with 2 powers, you multiply the powers. Quotient rule, if you're dividing the same base, you subtract the powers. And then today we're doing the bottom 2. Negative power flips across the fraction bar, and a 0 exponent is always equal to 1. That's why I put always. If it's always 1, after the note. Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Good. Now, watch.
Let me think of.
Yeah, don't do that. Watch right here. Let's see if you can do this. This is actually pretty straightforward. If you know negative flips it across the fraction bar, then this is what? This is over 1, right?
X.
So what you're going to do is take that negative exponent and bring it to the bottom. So it's going to be 1 on the bottom. X to the 5th power. The negative goes away when you flip it across the bar. That's it. That's it. Well, when we start adding multiple rules together, that's when it gets complicated. But I'm saying straightforward, first rule, if you have a negative exponent on top, it flips it to the bottom, it becomes positive. All right, what about this one? Similar, but notice the 3 does not have a negative exponent. Okay, so the 3 is going to stay on top. But the m to the negative 2, that's going to go to the bottom as a positive m to the 2. Do you see how the 3 stays on top? Because it didn't have a negative exponent on it, okay? Only the m negative 2 goes to the bottom to become m to the positive 2. Good. Now check it out. What is going to stay on top here? The negative 7 stays on top. The b to the 3 stays on top because those don't have negative exponents. So equals negative 7 b to the 3rd. And then this negative exponent is going to go to the bottom as a to the 4th power. If you just have a bunch of examples of this, could you do it where you're just moving the negatives across? Because b does not have a negative 3, it's a positive 3. So b to the positive 3 stays exactly where it is on top. Negative 7 has no power on it, it stays on top. Only negative exponents go to the bottom.
Well, like a walking fan.
Excuse me.
Oh, honestly, this is like.
Wait, go to sleep again.
No, don't, please, sir, don't.
Wait, what happened?
No, just go to sleep. No, just whenever you feel tired, just go ahead and. Oh. All right, now look at number 4. Simplify each expression. Now let's remember what we learned before. If you have 2 of the same base, right, you can add these powers together. But don't we know that this negative exponent is going to bring it to the bottom, right? So really, this is going to be w to the 7 on top, w to the 9 on the bottom.
That's it. One more.
Well, there's ones in front, but like unless there's more than one number, just leave it like that. Now this is where it gets tricky. Tricky. Y'all ready? You're supposed to do top minus bottom. So what's 7 minus 9? -2. So top power minus bottom power is -2. Last step. We cannot have a negative power. So what happens to the negative? It goes to the bottom. 1 over w squared. Now another way you could have done this is you could have just done what's 7 minus 9? -2, and then you would have gotten the same thing, right?
7 minus 9 is
-2.
Wait.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm gonna skip all the odds. We'll do all the evens real quick. You know what I'm saying? If you have an actual emergency that takes 7 minutes, then you can go now. Now, no. Everything gets timed in here. Don't break the code. Now, he does. Now check it out. We're multiplying. 6 times -3 is what?
According to me,
What? You're multiplying. Here we go.
which
6 times -3 is what? Multiply.
Wait, what?
6 times -3.
times
6
6 times.
18. 18.
-18. Okay. -18. Now, hold on. Shh. Now, -8 minus 3. What's -8 minus 3? Put the phone away.
8, 9, -11.
-11. So x to the -11. Last step, negative power goes to the bottom, right? -8 minus 3. You can use decimals if you're not sure, but -18 on top, x to the 11 on the bottom. Okay. What do you say? All right, number 8. Now you got to apply this stuff. What is 8 to the -2 power? Well, first of all, what's 8 to the second power? 8 squared is, 8 times 8 is
64.
64, but since it's negative, it's going to go on the bottom. 64. Does that make sense? Negative power makes it go to the bottom. What's -2 times 5?
-2 times 5 is 10. No,
-10, bro.
-10. So, do I write the -10 on top, or can I already move it to the bottom?
No, top.
Well, you could put -10 on top. I mean, okay, if you want to, we'll do that. P to the -10. But now I got to do what? Move it to the bottom. So the only thing left on top will be 1. And then we're going to have P to the +10 on the bottom. P what? You did what?
No,
You went to what? You hung out with who?
PD.
You hung out with who? With who? You went to whose party?
You know, for like.
I think we got bigger fish to fight.
No.
All right, now, same thing. To the -4 power. 3 to the -4 means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3.
So 3 times 4 is 12.
God. Okay, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Put the phone away. 27 times 3 is 81. But since it's a negative exponent,
Put it to the bottom.
to the bottom. 81. Now look, -4 applied to this r is r to the -4. What's -4 times -3?
Wait, -4.
Negative times a negative.
Positive.
Positive. 3 times 4?
12.
Well, this negative has to go to the bottom. So S to the 12 on top, 81 R to the 4 on the bottom. One more example.
One more.
The odds you can do for funsies, or I'll just give you the assignment. You can start on that. Now look, hold on. Now what's 2 minus 5? When you're dividing, you subtract 2 minus 5 is what? No,
You said 2 minus 5.
not 5 minus 2. 2 minus 5.
Oh,
-3.
Negative 3. And what do I do with the negative? Bring it to the bottom. So it's going to be 1 on top, h to the 3 on the bottom.
Okay.
All right,
That's it.
that's it, my guys. Now, you want 6, 7?
Actually, do number 7, sir.
All right, here they are for funsies.
6.
What'd you say?
No, actually.
Oh, so we're just combining like terms and just okay. Gotcha.
So for number 7, it's
After you combine like terms, you bring that negative 5 to the bottom as a positive 5, right?
Yeah.
See the
so it's gonna be -5 plus 7, or -5.
negative 5 plus 7 because it's a positive 7. And that gives you 2.
And then 8,
8 minus 3 is 5.
and
then
then
Negative 12 plus 7 is negative 5. Bring that to the bottom. Hey, be nice. Now, hey. So, you can get the rest of these down if you'd like, but I'm going to give you this assignment. You'll have tomorrow as well to do it. It's just like the last 3, 1 through 15. Again, look, I even deleted the ones you don't have to do. You know what I'm saying? So, if you have not done the last 2 or 3 assignments, you should do those and then work on this one. Okay?
Oh, what the fuck?
Here we go.